Last time on historic Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, we won $2 million. $2 million! It's crazy. See if we can win $2 million more tonight on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Thursday night at Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Well, I should say Thursday afternoon, because even though we are in the evening pretty much on the East Coast, we're still in the afternoon throughout the rest of the country as this is airing. So, yeah. Well, tonight is July 3rd, not July 4th. And we just want to say hopefully you're having a happy and safe holiday so far. I know I am. I mean, for the first time in 18 years, I'm not shooting off any fireworks. So it is kind of sad, but hey, at least it's good to know that there's a chance I won't die this year. Oh gosh, all jokes aside, though, I mean, yeah. Every year I do a fireworks show. I obviously put myself in grave danger, and as I'm continue to laugh, just because they used to get bigger and bigger every year, so then the danger would increase because there's always a chance. And if you all remember back in 2021, a firework actually did tip over and shot straight in the direction of both of my parents and me. So that was definitely a whole lot of fun. Surprisingly, nobody got hurt. That's the thing that amazed me about that night, is that nobody got hurt from that fail. It's incredible, really. Although, well, anyway, on a positive note, we won $2 million. We won $1 million one time and another million the next time. Can we do it again? Can we get a third million in a row? Yeah, we'll have to see. Oh, hang on. I gotta take a phone call. Give me a second here. Okay, apologies for the disruption there. I'm just gonna see how long that last part is so we can keep it. Okay, 226. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. 226. No, my cousin actually called me. So even though it had my aunt's name on there, because, the nice thing about the iPhone is that, even if you don't have that person's phone number or the contact info or whatever, it just says who's calling you. So that's good. That's good. And it said my aunt's name, and I thought, I'm pretty sure that's not her phone number. And once I got a second look at it, oh, it was my cousin's. So yeah, that was why. I guess I don't have him in my phone as a contact, but I have all my other cousins. So just weird. It's just weird. Okay. But anyway, back to the real stuff here. Now we're finally going to get started with the game. I know it's taken us forever to, but you know what? At least we're actually going to play. There's an ad. We are just 15 questions away from winning $1 million in cash. We've got 4 lifelines, 50-50. Ask the audience, phone a friend, and we can switch the question. If you want to play along with us at home, log on to rvn.com, go to the Game Shows tab, and search Wants to Be a Millionaire. I think I've been saying ABC the last few nights because the show did air on ABC, to be fair. But all right, I'm ready to play. Audience, are we ready to play? Yes, we're all ready. Excuse me, we've been ready. Let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Here we go for $100. Oh, that gets muted. Okay. What color is the hair of a brunette? Silver gray, dark brown, jet black, salt and pepper. Salt and pepper. That is dark brown. Final answer. We got it for $100. And now for $200. What typically propels a kite? Diesel fuel, wind, water, nuclear energy. That is wind. Final answer. We got it for $200. And now for $300. On which TV show do housemates nominate each other for eviction? Big Brother, The Amazing Race, The Voice, Family Feud. Now, if they did it right, they'd have the public vote them off, like they do in all other versions across the world. I mean, look at the UK version. That's the best version of the show. It's Big Brother, Final Answer. And we got it for 300. We go now for 500. Which of these is a popular type of ballroom dance? Wolf hop, stoat skip, bunny jump, foxtrot. That is foxtrot. Final answer. We got it for 500. Here we go now for 1,000. Which of these islands is off the coast of Massachusetts? Prince Edward Island, Key Largo, San Juan, Nantucket. And I forgot to mention, since this is kind of like the celebrity versions of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, we can kind of cheat our way to 32,000. So that's what we're about to do right now. What island is off the coast of Massachusetts? Nantucket. Okay, I just wanted to make sure before I shot myself in the foot. Final answer. And we got it for $1,000. Whoops. Alrighty, 10 away from a million. Here it is for $2,000. What was the name of the slave who led a revolt of gladiators against the Romans? Marcus, Abacus, Calculus, Spartacus. Let's see, that is Spartacus. Final answer. Got it for $2,000. This is for $4,000. Which item of clothing is named after a French trapeze artist? There we go. Bikini, anorak, camisole, leotard. That is a leotard. Final answer. Got it for $4,000. $8,000. Here we come. Nancy is a character in which Charles Dickens novel? Oliver Twist, Barnaby Rudge, Hard Times, Bleak House. I don't know. In what Charles Dickens novel is Nancy a character? Oliver Twist. Would never have known that. Probably won't know it after this, but Oliver Twist. Final answer. Got it for $8,000. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll go for 16,000, 7 away from a million. Stay tuned. Do not go anywhere. Sorry, there's an ad. Bow, 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 bow. There we go. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. Well, I am excited to announce, and we announced this on the last episode too, that coming up next year to celebrate the 10th anniversary of the Ronnie, or not the Ronnie Show, RVN, we are going to do a special series called Super Millionaire. If you can remember all the way back in 2004, I believe, yeah, it was 2004, ABC did a series of Super Millionaire shows. So, yeah, it's pretty much, I haven't figured out the format quite yet for it, but obviously the amounts will be bigger and we'll have a shot to win up to $10 million if our budget can handle it. But yeah, it'll be a Monday through Friday strip of 5 episodes, because that's how Super Millionaire was. They did that kind of in February, and then they brought it back in May for, I think it was a Monday through Friday for 2 more weeks. So yeah, safe to say, it's going to be fun. But anyway, back to this game. Currently, right now, we are just 7 questions away from winning $1 million in cash. Still have all 4 of our lifelines left, so here it is for $16,000. Let's play. Sorry, of course there'd be an ad. There's always ads at the worst possible time here. There we go for 16,000. Which of these is a 2002 Bruce Springsteen album? The Rising, The Sinking, The Drifting, The Lifting. Bruce Springsteen 2002 album. The Rising. There we go. Final answer. Got it for 16,000. Here we go. This is for $32,000. In which country was Russell Crowe born? US, Australia, UK, New Zealand, or ook as I like to call it. UK, ook, you know. Russell Crowe. Only a matter of time before they added the on the end. New Zealand. Final answer. Got it for $32,000. There we go. Here we go. This is for $64,000. What is the meaning of the flower name nasturtium? Nasturtium. Okay. Dimpled cheeks, watery eyes, smiling lips, twisted nose. I am going to ask the audience. Okay, audience, we need your help. On your keypads using A, B, C, or D, vote now. Come on. Oh, my Lord. There we go. Well, 39% said D, twisted nose. 24% said C, smiling lips. I am going to say then, oh yeah, because nasal, nas, you know, I probably should have figured that out. Context clues, man, context clues. Twisted nose. Final answer. Sorry, there we go. Got it for $64,000. Here we go for $125,000. Britt Reed is the alter ego of which superhero? Captain America, Green Hornet, The Thing, Cyclops. Britt Reed. I don't know what The Thing is, first of all. I don't know what The Thing is. Green Hornet, Captain America would make the most sense. Just because it's like the only superhero I've heard of out of those three. But is it worth risking half of our money? We won $2 million the last episode. We're going to start taking some risks here. Captain America to become even more richer. Captain America. Final answer. Whoops. Oh, it was the Green Hornet. Darn it. But hey, we did win $32,000. I mean, that's not too bad at all. Stop it. There we go. Well, let's start a new game. Let's play. Who wants to be a millionaire? Here we go now for $100. Which of these is a massive body of water? Drip, puddle, trickle, ocean. That is an ocean. Final answer. And we got it for $100. Here we go now for $200. Which of these tools is most often used for clearing a blocked sink? Clamp, file, plunger, chisel. Well, it's not a plunger. It can't be a plunger. Which tool is used for clearing a blocked sink? Which tool is used for clearing a blocked sink? Oh, now it just started to... Okay. Which tool is used for clearing a blocked sink? What just happened? Oh, we're loading. That's why. Okay. Which tool is used for clearing? Which tool is used for clearing out a blocked sink? Okay, forget it. We're going to use a lifeline here. Sorry. C, plunge. Oh, okay, it is a plunger. I'm the dumb one then for $200. Here we go now for 300. It's loading again. Top of the morning is a traditional greeting associated with which country? Finland, Ireland, Australia, Canada. Top of the morning, eh? Top of the morning. What's the nickname they use in Australia? Mate. Top of the morning, mate. Top of the morning origin. Okay, top of the morning is an Irish greeting. Final answer, Ireland. We got it for $300. Here we go now for 500. What kind of dessert is a gelato? Sponge cake, cream caramel, ice cream, fruit pastry. Gelato. Ice cream. Final answer. We got it for $500. We'll take a break. We'll go for 1,000 after this. Oh, wait, no. We still got a little bit of time. Where in a book would you normally find the epilogue? Epilogue. Found in book. End. Okay, there we go. End of the book for final answer. Got it for $1,000. We'll take a break. We'll go for $2,000 right after this. Do not go anywhere. Sorry, another ad, of course. It is. Simply snap photos of receipts. There we go. Welcome back, everybody, to Millionaire. Well, done pretty good so far. We've still got 10 questions left to go in order to win $1 million, but did kind of have to kill off a lifeline, but that's just because the internet and stuff was acting funny, which it does every once in a while, so can't really say I blame the internet here. But here we go. For $2,000, let's play. Which would not be much use, which would not be of much use to a triathlete? Swimming trunks, running shoes, bicycle, paddle. Oh, a paddle wouldn't be much use unless you're like canoeing or something like that, which is not a triathlon sport because it's running, biking, and swimming. So it would be a paddle. Final answer. Pew, pew, pew. Well, we got it for $2,000, despite the internet not wanting to, cooperate. Da, 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 da. Here we go for $4,000. How many U.S. universities make up the Ivy League? 4, 6, 8, 10. Well, there's more than 4. And I've got a feeling there's more than 6. Because it's what? Yale? What's the big one I'm missing? Oh, Harvard. Yeah, Harvard, Yale. Boston College, I think, is a... No, that's not an Ivy League. Or Boston University. Is that... Okay. How many schools are in the Ivy League? Ivy League. Okay, there we go. Dun, dun. Dun, dun. Bum, bum. Bum, bum. Bum, bum. 8. Makes sense. To me, final answer. Got it for $4,000. Here we go for $8,000. What type of creature is a ptarmigan? I'm assuming the P is silent. Lizard, frog, rodent, bird. Ptarmigan. Ptarmigan. That's not what I put down. Ptarmigan. There we go. Oh, it's a rock. Oh, no, it's a bird. It's a rock. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's a bird. Final answer. Got it. Or got it for $8,000. Oh, I can easily entertain myself. $16,000, 7 away from $1 million. Sherpas and Gurkhas live mainly in which of these landlocked countries? Good question. Bolivia, Mongolia, Afghanistan, Nepal. I don't know. Sherpas and Gurkhas. Oh, okay, that's not what I... Sherpas and Gurkhas. These are some of my favorite things. Nepal. Final answer. Got it for 16,000. I don't think Bolivia is even landlocked, so. Okay, can we win another guaranteed $32,000? That would be nice. Here it is for $32,000. Okay, here we go. Now we'll go. In which century was Sir Isaac Newton born? 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th. Okay, it's either 17th or 18th, I'm pretty sure. Isaac Newton. Oh, it was the 17th, okay. Oh, so I was right. It was one of the two. Duh. Well, let's do it. Sir Isaac Newton was born in the 17th century. Final answer. Got it for $32,000. Whoops, I didn't mean to cut you off there, but that's okay. Here we go for $64,000. Which mythological creature appears on the flag of Bhutan? Dragon, centaur, minotaur, hydra. Well, it would have to be a mythological, so that would, to me, say hydra. Because it can't be a dragon. Although, are dragons even real animals? Or were they made up? I don't know myself, so I can't judge. Let's use the 50-50 here. Okay, computer, please take away 2 of the wrong answers, leaving us with just 1 wrong answer and the correct one. Badong? Ah. Of course, it would leave the 2 I was towing with. Dragon and Hydra. Well, this is a free guess. We still have 3 lifelines, though, technically. We'll go with it. Dragon, final answer. Got it for $64,000! Oh, my. Here we go for $125,000. Pecorino cheese is made from the milk of which animal? Cow, sheep, goat, buffalo. I'm going to ask the audience here. Okay, audience, we need your help. on your keypads using A, B, C, or D. Vote now. We might not even need the sound here. Oh my goodness. So 30% said sheep, 26% said cow. The one I think was 17% for buffalo. Boy, that is close. That is really close. I'm going to go with the majority, though, and say sheep. Final answer. Got it for $125,000. We're going to take a break. We're going to go for $250,000 right after this. Wow. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. Boy, oh boy. Well, join us tomorrow night for a special edition of Millionaire on the 4th of July, starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Yeah, I'm not shooting off any fireworks. That would be a lot more fun. But you know what? That's just the way it works sometimes, unfortunately. Well, anyway, we'll get back into this game. Right now, we are just 3 questions away from another $1 million. $3 million wins in the last 4 games. Imagine. The questions would just have to go our way in order for that to happen. So, here we go. $250,000. Let's play. What future U.S. general competed in the pentathlon at the 1912 Olympics? Omar Bradley, Dwight Eisenhower, George Patton, Douglas MacArthur. Which future U.S. general competed in the pentathlon at the 1912 Olympics? Patton. That's what I thought, but because I think he was really the only general that I'd recognize. I mean, I know Dwight Eisenhower. I think he was a general of some sort. Then he became president, but I just didn't feel that was right. I've heard of Douglas MacArthur's name before. Never heard of Omar Bradley, but so I kind of eliminated those other 3. We'll go with George Patton. General George Patton. Final answer. Got it for $250,000. Hold on. Here we go for $500,000. Still 1 lifeline left. I am so sorry. And of course, it's the same ad again. Which of these is a full point awarded in karate? Shikaku, Ippon, Hansoku, Waza-ari. Well, obviously I don't know this, so we're going to have to switch the question. Okay. What is a full point in karate? Ippon. Who would have guessed that? Whoops. All right, computer, can we please have another question valued at $500,000? Where did Captain Bligh eventually land after being cast adrift from the HMS Bounty? Fiji, Manila, Timor, Java. I think it's Java, because we've had this question before, and I'm pretty sure the answer was Java. Although that wouldn't have been my first guess. But do I want to risk $218,000? I mean, we won 2 millions in a row. We're going to risk it. Java, final answer. Oh, it's Timor. Dang it. Well, hey, we still got another $32,000. That is not too shabby at all. Well, should we head all the way back up to the top? I think we should. Let's do this. Let's play for $100. Which of these is a common term for serialized television dramas? Soap opera, shampoo opera, sponge opera, Swiffer Sweeper opera. I'm going to go with soap opera. Final answer. And we got it for $100. Here we go now for 200. What nickname is given to the field of play in American football? Links, T-square, diamond, gridiron. That is gridiron. Final answer. And we got it for 200. Here we go now for 300. What kind of policy might cover fire and theft? Defiance, insurance, grievance, romance. That is insurance. Final answer. We got it for 300. Here we go now for 500. Which of these is a form of the card game poker? Kentucky Told'em, Alabama Fold'em, Texas Hold'em, Kansas Sold'em. That is Texas Hold'em. Final answer. We got it for 500. Go now for 1,000. The Davis Cup is an annual international championship in which sport? Golf, tennis, soccer, yachting. I don't know. The Davis Cup. Oh, of course. It's tennis. Tennis, final answer. And we got it for $1,000. Here we go now. This is for $2,000. Which of these capital cities is also the name of a type of strong brown paper? Bangkok, Vientiane, Rangoon, Manila. That is Manila. Final answer. Got it for $2,000. Here we go. This is for $4,000. Which of these is a 1966 album by the Beatles? Rifle, revolver, howitzer, bazooka. That is revolver. Final answer. Got it for $4,000. We're strolling right along. Here it is for $8,000. What was the name of the lunar module in which Neil Armstrong landed on the moon? Condor, Eagle, Falcon, Hawk. I don't know. Lunar module that Neil Armstrong landed on the... Okay, that's all we needed. Eagle. Final answer, Eagle. We got it for $8,000. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to go for $16,000, 7 away from $1 million. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. Well, the final part of this show, we'll be out of time here in about 6.5 minutes. So let's try and win $1 million before the time's up. Can we do it? We'll see. Let's play for $16,000. Which of these was a World War II aircraft built by Boeing? Super Castle, Super Tower, Super Palace, Super Fortress. World War II aircraft built by Boeing. Fortress, there we go. Super Fortress. Yeah, final answer. Just wanted to make sure. Got it for 16,000. Here we go. 6 questions away from winning $1 million. Here it is for 32,000. Which obelisk was given to Britain by Egypt in the 1870s and now stands on the River Thames? Cleopatra's Tower, Cleopatra's Bridge, Cleopatra's Needle, Cleopatra's Crown. What obelisk is on the River Thames? Cleopatra's Needle. There you go. That's all we needed. Final answer. Got it for $32,000. Here we go. For $64,000. Let's do this. Who painted the first successful revolver pistol? There we go. Colt, Smith & Wesson, Winchester, DeRinger. Who patented it? Colt. Final answer. Got it for $64,000. Here we go for $125,000. Whoops, that's a little early. Which of these is associated with nursery rhyme characters Jack and Jill? Salt and blue paper, vinegar and brown paper, mustard and red paper, pepper and white paper. I don't know. Who knows this? That's what I want to know. We're going to ask the audience and see if they know. Okay, audience, we need your help. On your keypads using A, B, C, or D, vote now. Wow. 34% said B, vinegar and brown paper. 28% said pepper and white paper. Well, let's go with the majority and say vinegar and brown paper. Final answer. Got it for $125,000. Woo! Here we go for $250,000. We are on fire. In which of these events might a technique called the Eastern Cutoff have been used? May have been used. A long jump, a high jump, javelin, discus. Gosh. Well, we're going to have to do Googler. Eastern Cutoff event. Okay, that is not very helpful. Eastern Cutoff. Sport. There, let's try that. Okay, not coronavirus. I want the sport. Eastern. Here, what if we do it like this? Nope, that's still not right. Alright, it involves the body and legs. So jump. High jump. No, it's which jump? Sport. Jump. There's 2 of them. Let's see the images. Oh, that's high jump. High jump. Final answer.
Listen, stress sweat.
Got it for $250,000. that sound means that we are out of time for tonight. Boy, that was kind of chaotic right there. Well, we will be back here tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Continuation of our 4th of July marathon. We are just 2 questions away from winning $1 million. So tonight we only won $64,000. But you know what? It's a break from all the money we have been winning. So far, through 14 shows, we have won a total of $7,873,000. What? I know, craziness. It's a lot of money. It is a lot of money. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching us. Stay tuned for all the night of games we have for you all. We've got baseball, America's pastime, perfect, absolutely perfect for the 4th of July marathon. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and we will see you all coming up here shortly. Adios.